The Democrats are not going to win this. There's a difference between not winning and losing, okay? The Democrats can't not win this because of all this.
Let's look at how Obama handled Iran versus how Trump is handling Iran. So I want you guys to understand that Hillary Clinton ran on actually Iran and destroying Iran, right? This is the Democratic Party, the old Democratic Party before they lost their minds, right? And became an ally of Iran in supporting the destruction of America. Obama said that he would not allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon, that they were our greatest threat, that they were how dangerous they were. But Obama actually funded around the globe. Obama gave them so much money, he really rebuilt Iran. That's what he did. He rebuilt them. He gave them money, pallets of money. He dropped, he sent planes full of cash to Iran. He dealt with Iran. His foreign policy was completely insane, right? It was crazy, and they've been a thorn in our side for decades. That's the truth. That's the truth about Iran. The reality of it is Trump is the only person. Now there's a 45-day ceasefire on the horizon. Trump has not led us into a forever. Trump is not like a Bush. Every time you peace through strength, gone in, did what he needed to do, and got a deal. That's who Trump is. We had people that flipped out, like this was thousands of American lives was going to be lost, and he's going to turn it. It's going to turn out they're all going to be standing there with egg in their face because the president went over there. He had negotiated with them when he first came in, and they did not accept it. They said they would not negotiate.
Honestly speaking, I don't know what some will actually do that these people will agree with him. Everybody was praying for peace, and I saw the anger everywhere. Oh, Trump should not destroy civilization. You know, everybody had a different interpretation to the tweet Trump sent out. And as after, people were timing, it boils down to peace. What I see with Democrat now, oh, he chickened out. He always chickened out after 2 weeks. I don't know. Okay, these people were praying that this should not happen.
And it's always 2 weeks. He's like a conscientious employee. He always gives 2 weeks.
Some who will call it, taco. Right? Trump always chickens out, which is making way too light of it. But it is also a truth, which is that he makes giant threats that he does not follow through on. Yeah. So it's one thing for everyone to say, well, nobody wanted him to do this. And it's another to say that the word of the president of the United States is now something that people do not think that they can take at his word, that they expect it to be just a quick trading opportunity every single time.
Have they ever heard of negotiation? He makes giant threats and they condemn him for those giant threats. And then when he backs them, oh, see, he didn't follow through on the giant threat. Make up your minds, people.
It's funny. Democrats are like, so he was talking and then he was talking more. I'm like, yeah, that's called negotiations, you guys. I would rather be in negotiations than wait around and see what happens. You have people screaming.
Yes, no matter what Trump does, he is wrong. If he attacks, he is wrong. If he agrees not to attack, he is wrong. Seriously, I have these people. At some point, when you take a look at what is going on, you can clearly see that Democrats will never be satisfied. Yeah. If you look through all social media, they are the ones spreading this propaganda. Oh, Trump wants to destroy civilization. Oh, he wants to do this. Remove him from power. Do this. Okay, after hours, negotiations were on, and it boiled down to peace. Oh, now he chickened out, tackle out. I'm just seeing a lot of things with these people. If Trump decided to attack, you could have seen the meltdown. He decided not to. Now, he chickened out. So you can see the language here.
And then one who doesn't know where he is or if he's currently alive. So, yeah, I think most people would support this over the last guy.
And it's important to note that Joe Biden said, and this is a quote, don't, maybe 11 or 12 times. Don't was the only word he said, and they kept doing. And so the don't thing didn't work. Ben Domenech at the Daily Wire said this about Trump's rhetoric. Brianna, watch.
The idea that these kinds of tweets are still things that people raise their hackles at, and oh my gosh, I'm running out of monocles, because they're falling out all the time. It's just absurd at this point, and people should move on from it. When the president says things like this, he's trying to get things to move, and they usually do.
Trying to get things to move. I mean, you can go back and you can read the book. That was the whole goal, is trying to get things to move. I mean, Human Hamadi was saying earlier, he used to deal with a lot of Persians in real estate, and guess what?
Why can't you just acknowledge that what Donald Trump said this morning was abhorrent and that no president should ever threaten annihilating a civilization? Why can't you just acknowledge that?
Look, he's talking to them in the way he thinks he needs to talk to them.
Why can't you acknowledge that?
Because
that is something that no president of the United States should say.
Because I don't take orders from you, number one, and number two, I give him the space to negotiate with the Iranians the best way he knows how.
All right, well, let me just ask a final question, Scott, for the record. Do you think it's acceptable for the president to threaten to annihilate a civilization?
I think it's acceptable for the commander-in-chief to deal with these people in the best way that he can.
Is that a yes or is it a no?
Result.
Is that a yes or is it a no?
So that's a yes.
Is that a yes or a no?
I'm not going to second guess him. I'm not going to second guess
him.
So
it's a yes.
He put out a statement. We now have a ceasefire.
Okay.
Those are the two things
I just wanted to ask for the record.
Yes.
That's a yes on your part. Yeah. We'll leave it there.
Yes. When you take a look at this fake news, CNN 10-point peace plan is 100% fake, phony, and false. CNN has already taken down their fake story. Anyone sharing this is dishonest. CNN should be sued in the Omoge by the DOJ for knowing sharing a fake peace proposal. Trump actually called out CNN recently because they published something like these are the 10 points, which Trump debunked, like this is fake, this is not true. And from my observation, the DOJ will sue CNN for this. That is just what I'm observing. Trump said they are now looking if they actually violate any. CNN came out, struggled to match things up, like they got that information from an official in the other side. At some point, you can clearly see that these people continue to spread their propaganda. Looking at this, I don't know if these people don't know Trump, because for a very long time, his language has always been like this, especially when he wants negotiation or things are not actually. And at the end of the day, it always happens, like what we have now. What I hate with the mainstream media is the fact that they don't want to acknowledge when he is right. You pray for peace. Everybody was talking, okay, if that tweet actually led to this peace, then I'm happy. Yeah, there is no problem with that. This is what they should be saying. Yeah. Because the tweet did not lead to any destruction. At the end of the day, appreciate it and move on. If you come up to tell me, oh, that tweet was bad, okay, Joe used to say, don't, and they continue to do it. Nobody will respect that. Trump has his own way of communicating, and sometimes it ends up nicely, like what we're talking now. Peace is the only thing that matters in this conversation. Whosoever is talking, I don't want to listen to. It get to a certain level. When I see these people sounding this way, I'm always furious. Like, what exactly are they actually even doing? I think I'm going to end here. As of the short clips at the end, that is for a white algorithm. You can always keep.
You know what? I think this is important to know.
It's our job to tell which are the jokes and which are the things that are just part of his.
And anybody, whether it's
no one should be above scrutiny. And that.
Don't use it as a platform to make a political speech.
A person's home, it's very easy to understand.
When I look at that video, I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people.
Go Trump! Hey, Murphy, you're a scumbag.
Thanks, man.
Our chamber is chanting USA.
He utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
They're just so disgusting.
Their hands shaken to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in Stop 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes.
Other than illegal on either role.
Patel posted this on X.
job. I get suspicious when any
person's home, it's very easy to.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
The country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides. You're
So amazing. And wasn't it so great?
When it can be hard to hope.
Hey, girl.